Namaste and hello. How are you? Good. I am well also, and I'm very glad that you have come to class. And if this is your very first time, I would like to welcome you. This isn't like a bridge class, you know, that you can come in at any time. And I hope get a great deal out of it. I'd like to answer one little question when I start. People have asked me, what is this little golden piece of metal right here on my carpet? And believe it or not, that is my microphone. That's my microphone. Isn't that wonderful? The modern microphone now is down here instead of all up around here. This is very hard, actually, class, to try and put some sound to, because I do so much turning, so I think it does a wonderful job for me. And the other question that I'd like to ask or answer for you is sometimes you'll see waves of smoke sort of coming over the set. And what this is nobody is smoking here. Somebody wrote and said it was quite annoyed that our crew was smoking. No, our crew doesn't smoke while they tape this class. But the incense burns, and I really enjoy it, and it gives me a lot of pleasure through my nose, and it makes me feel at home, quite honestly. So, two very important questions now solved. Let's start, all right, by standing up. And let's sort of stretch the day out and stretch and yawn, which are two yoga postures that are very natural to the body. Can you start by crossing your ankles and just pushing off with your hands? Let's try this again. If you have bad knees, you know, knees that are bothering you, forget this. It's not important, but it's just a little different way to stand up. Just come up by pushing down on the hands, crossed ankles, and then come up into a standing position. Voila, here we are. Right, feet slightly apart so you're comfortable. And raise the arms above the head, and let's stretch one side of the body, and then the other side of the body. And reach, and try to really grab a hold of an apple. Not too high. I like to sort of think it's like a medium apple. Stretch, and reach, and look up, and reach, and pull in, and reach, pull in, reach, pull in, good. Reach, pull in, and then go a little bit higher, but out to the side, and have your hips shift from side to side, so you get another motion going here. I go to the right, I shift my hip to the left, and I go to the left and change, and change, and change, and then way out to the side, and just as I go to the right, I push or shift my hip to the right, and side, good, and then arms down to your side. Now, let's close the eyes and just be the observer. How does it feel? How do the arms feel? Feel the body waking up? Good. Let's work now with the chest and with the shoulders, stretching. I like to spend the first few minutes of our class really spending a little bit of time on our stretching, and then we'll get into our strengthening exercises as we go on. It's a good way, if you're trying to put a practice together, that you can put your own practice together. Start with some things that make you feel very good. Right now, I'd like to ask you to please put your hands around your waist, right above your hips. And so the thumbs, or rather the middle fingers, are right over the navel. And bend your knees. Right, bend your knees so your back is rounded and you're tilting your pelvis from this position. That means tighten your buttock muscle. Right, and it's a very firm tightness. Now round your back, round the upper back, and just look to your feet so the whole back is rounded and very comfortable. Now straighten your knees and bring the thumbs around the back so your thumbs are touching just close to your spinal column. And then squeeze the shoulders together, just very gently, just gentle. The thumbs are on either side of the spine, and then you squeeze. Inhale, lift the breastbone, relax the shoulders. And now exhale. Now let's do this a little bit faster now that you know the pieces of that puzzle. Bend the knees, tuck your pelvis. You've heard me say it lots of times. Round your back. And now inhale. Tuck the pelvis again. Keep the buttocks nice and tight, and then shoulders together. And then inhale and squeeze, lift up. Exhale, round the back. Good. Round the back. The middle fingers are over the navel, and the elbows are coming closer together. And then straight, but still keep the tightness in the seat. Lift up with your breastbone and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, and then arms down to the sides. How's that feel? Good. You can feel the front side of your body as well as the back side of your body. It's an excellent exercise for releasing tension between the shoulder blades. All right, now raise your right hand above your head and just scratch your spine, just like you're going to scratch your spine. Good. Now reach your left hand up, and can you just touch your fingertips? All right, so you're just touching your fingertips. And then clasp a hold of your hands together. Now, are you a little stuck back there? This is a simple way to help yourself, is bring your left hand up and touch your elbow. All right, and then gently pull the elbow into the center of your head, and this helps to stretch the muscles out under the arm. All right, just pull. That's it, and then release. And just pull and release. Over the head arm clasp. Let's try the other side. Reach around with your left hand, all right, to scratch now behind the back. And if you want to, you can just pull that into the center, pull the elbow into the center of your head. And then reach around with your right hand and clasp your fingers together, right, just clasping your fingers together. Over the head arm clasp. Good for tennis players and golf. And then release. What did you notice? Was one side feel a little shorter than the other? That's right. I felt a little on my left side that it's a little bit harder to do. And if you couldn't do it in this class, wait. We'll do it in another class, and you'll see you'll gain in stretching with other types of exercises. Let's do a shoulder circle. Inhale, bring the shoulders up under the ears, squeeze the shoulder blades, down, together, down, forward, up. Inhale, and down, forward, up, feeling really good. And then go in the other direction, up and forward and down. Good, making a slow, smooth circle. Feet now, just a few feet apart, like 2 feet apart. And we're going to just do a very simple stretch, or side-to-side stretch in our palm tree. Right, in our palm tree. Inhale, raise the arms above the head, so the arms form a V, a nice large V. Inhale, and we'll exhale and bring your left hand to touch the palm of your right hand. And let the stretch happen all the way. Feel the skin stretching down the ribs and your hip. And you just hold briefly, try not to lean forward. Inhale, and open. Exhale, bring your right hand to the palm of your left. Exhaling, inhale, and open. Now bend the knees, so you will rotate the hips as we just bend forward. All right, now remember what the hip rotation is. The knees need to be bent. It's like then sticking the tailbone out slightly. You concave the lower spine as you stretch forward, forward, and forward. And just placing the hands now on the floor in front of you. Bend your knees so you can get a nice stretch as we go just into a squat. Bending the knees and then straightening them. Just don't cut, no, not perfectly straight, but just bend the knees, relax the shoulders, and then lift to just slight straightness. And bend. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. All right, now bring your toes together, just like I have here. Let's see now if I can describe this better. I have gone from just bringing my toes together so that they are facing one another, and then the heels together, and toes together, and heels together. Good. Now lift up on the toes. Just lift up on your toes. Good. And now bring the weight to the ball of the foot and come up off the heels of the foot. Now bend your knees. Bend the knees. Keep your balance, just placing the hands in front of you. And keeping the knees bent, come onto the heel of the foot again, and straighten the knees, lift the feet, and bend the knees. Now we're going to go up in our cantilever pose, back up into your standing pose. First, before we do, inhale and exhale. Just relax your head. Just let it come to the knees. Relax the back and the back of the knees. And no discomfort in the back of the knees. If you need to keep your knees bent, do so. And now lift your head, lengthen your spine, rotate the hips. And you can feel if your hips are rotated, if you want to put your hands behind your back, you can feel a ridge of muscles as they rise up, as the lower back sways just slightly. Arms out to your side, and then come up to a standing position. All right, now inhale and lift and grow right up. Feel the ribs separating. Exhale and stretch to your right. Exhaling. Inhale, lift. Now the legs are together. The hands are about 12 inches apart. Exhale and stretch to the opposite side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down and down and down and down. And let's sit down, please. Cross the ankles and sit comfortably in tailor fashion. And as you're sitting here, you are the observer once again. Bring the hands to the knees, closing the eyes. And just observe now how the body feels as we wake the body up now with some very lovely stretches. All right, exhaling the air out through the nostrils, out. And inhale slowly and smoothly in, and in, and in. Exhale, now from the top of the lungs, the mid-chest, and the lower lobes of the lungs out, and out, and out. All right, bring the hands now, let's bend the knees, bring the hands now behind the back of your thighs. And this time we're just going to roll back onto your shoulders. Inhale, and exhale, round your back, and roll back on the shoulders, come up to a sitting position. A very easy rock and roll. Again, inhale, exhale, round the back, inhaling up, and exhale, round your back, and then bring your right knee to your chest. Straighten your left knee out directly in front of you. Make a circle with your right foot. Extend the heel of your right foot. Inhale and exhale, nose to the knee. Press the thigh to your chest and stretch your left leg out, just directly in front of you. Stretch it right out, pressing the thigh to your chest. Release, take a breath, inhale, and change. Bring the left knee to the chest, right leg straight out in front of you, inhaling, and exhale, and bring the nose to the knee, press, good. Stretch with your opposite leg, and then head to the floor, and place your feet now in your sponge position. Pull the shoulders down from your ears. And let's just take a complete breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, breathing in, and exhaling slowly out and out and out. Good, class. Draw now your knees to your chest and place the hands behind the back of your knees. Clasp a hold of your wrists, and let's just start again with the easy rock and roll, forwards and forwards again and back, massaging the spinal column. I hope that your mat is soft but yet firm and not skiddy. Keep going back and exhale just to shoulders, not into upper neck, and back into your shoulders and up. And then just roll yourself back down, because what I'm doing now is I'm going to work us up into a little bit more intensive a rock and roll. And we need to go in steps. That was your first step, all right? That's just very simple rock and roll. If you're a beginner, maybe that's the thing, that the rock and roll for you to practice today. And add this on also, because this is important, is to stretch out your hamstrings. All right, now just bend your left knee. And let's start by pressing the thigh to your chest. This is the hamstring that attaches itself to the back of the buttock. And then we'll have to go stretch out the back of your knee. So clasp a hold of hands to ankle, straighten your or extend your heel, and then straighten the leg slightly and release. And straighten and release just to your edge now. Now let's use your breath. Inhale and exhale, straighten, and then release. And then try the other leg. So we stretch out the backs of both of the legs. First, the back of the thighs. Slightly lift your hips up off the floor. I hope this is very good for all of you that are running, doing jogging, to stretch out the hamstrings this way on your back. Hands to your calf, and just a gentle pull and release. Now let's bend the knees, pull, and then just slightly straighten so you feel that sweet discomfort on the backs of the legs. All right, and bend and straighten and bend and straighten. Whether you are hands to knees, calves, or ankles, is just as long as you are going at your speed, stretching slowly the hamstring out, hamstring muscles. Now, we've worked that part of the body. We've just warmed up just gently the back of your spinal column. cross your ankles, hold on to the insteps of your feet. Now be sure, class, hands around the knees, and then hands then to instep, but around the knees. Hold on firmly to your feet, and come up to a sitting position. Get yourself moving. You saw how I sort of snapped myself up. First step, just bring the toes to the back of the head. If this is your first day, maybe watch this or go back to that easy rock and roll that we did. All right, hang on to the feet. Watch if you like to the first time. Inhale, exhale, round the back, and just bend the knees and just bring the toes so they're just lightly touching to the floor. And then just hold, and then come up to a sitting position. Right, is that part clear? Just the toes touching. Let's try that together now. Inhale, lift with your breastbone, and exhale, round your spine. Lift the feet, just slowly, in control, bringing the toes to touch, and then bend the knees so they're on either side of your head. Push in with your shoulders so you protect your upper neck. And if you're struggling, just simply come out of the pose. And then just hold, and then come up to a sitting position. Good. Now, let's straighten the legs in that pose, all right? Holding on to your instep. Inhale, exhale, round the back, toes to touching, and now straighten your right leg. Straighten your left leg, straightening out the hamstrings. Good. Keep breathing. Bend both knees, and then come up to a sitting position. Now let's change ankles, left over right, or whatever ankle, just change it over. And again, we'll go back into the hamstring stretch in your rock and roll, inhaling, and then round your back, bringing the toes to your floor. Knees are bent, pushing in with your shoulders, and just relaxing the lower back for just a second, and then stretching the top leg, and then straightening and stretching the bottom leg, and if you can, still hold on to your toes. Keep breathing, pushing in with the shoulders, and then bend both knees and come up to a sitting position. Good, class. All right, now let's continue on now with just a little bit more of a deep and complete breath and some observation. The hands are on top of the knees, and exhaling the air now out through the nostrils, out. Inhale, bring energy again into the body as you're breathing in and in and in. Exhale smoothly from the top of the lungs, middle part of the lungs, and the lower lobes of the lungs, out, 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 out. And let's do it now, a sniffing breath, all right? Hold on to the instep of your feet. Your hands are around your knees. Inhale. Exhale with ha, ha, out, 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 out as you come forward. And now sniffing breath up. Good, right, filling it right up the top. And exhale. Out, 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 out. And sniffing breath up. Good, and exhale. And just observe, once again, how does the body feel? How does your spine feel? Can you feel the warmth or change in the spinal column or in your skin of your back? Good. Let's try one more sniffing breath. All right? Inhale and exhale with an out, 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 out. And then sniffing breath in, sniff, 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 in. Good. And exhaling out. Sniffing breath is a cleansing breath. You are cleansing the debris, which we do gather into our system. When we're doing the postures, we gather debris, of course, all the times during our exhalation. And this just intensifies the release. Very good. And one more complete breath now. Exhaling the air out through the nose. And inhale now. Balloon out the abdomen, just slightly expanding the mid-chest, upper chest, relaxing the abdomen, and then exhale from the top, the middle, and contracting the abdominal muscle now as you exhale out and out and out. Fine. Now let's lie down on your back, on your stomach, please. And we'll work on the back area, the back muscles, and keeping them strong and working on the area right between the shoulder blades. It's a hard area where tension sort of seems to lodge there, and the round-shoulderedness that some of us get. These are the exercises to help you with this problem, and they're excellent. Arms now alongside of your body. bring your feet and your inside of your legs together, so the feet are together as long as you can. When they feel they have to go apart in this pose, by all means, let them go apart. All right, place your forehead on your mat as if you're going to look down the front of your shirt. All right, this lengthens the front of the body. Now raise your forehead. Just watch here if you need to, the nose and the chin. All right, now don't watch and do your own forehead, nose, and chin, so the neck is not cricked. All right, look down the front of your shirt and raise your forehead, your nose, and your chin. All right, contract the buttock muscle. Pull the shoulders back. Now, I'd like you to stop here for a second. This is incorrect. Watch, in my upper neck. I have to swallow here first. I can't talk in it. This is incorrect, as is this. I want you to pull the shoulders down from your ears and lower your chin just enough so there's no constriction in your upper neck. I make this mistake a lot myself, and I must correct myself because if too much constriction equals a sore upper neck. So let's try it again. Lengthen the front of the neck, forehead, nose, and chin is gently lifted. Tighten your buttock muscle. Inhale, lift the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades gently together. Lift, lift, and then exhale down. And tuck in your chin, your nose, and your forehead. Now place the hands behind you, and just look at my hands here so that you can see what I mean by fingers entwined. Fingers are entwined, and then I place my thumbs right on my seat. Right, my feet are together again, forehead on the floor for your cobra warm-up, and just lift the forehead, the nose, and the chin. Contract your buttock muscle, just tilting the pelvis from this position. Straighten your elbows. And now lift the chest, lift the arm. Keep lifting and then lower down. Bending the elbows, tuck in your chin, your nose, and your forehead. Now make a pillow out of your hands and take a nice deep breath. Energy in. Relax and just let your body on the exhalation. Good. Inhale. See, you can, now on your inhalation, interesting, on your inhalation, just push against your floor with your abdomen. Inhale. Good. See the difference? But this is a deep, complete breath, but lying on your abdomen. And exhale. And now pull the abdomen in slightly on the exhalation. So you feel the diaphragm movement in the abdominal cavity. The swimmer. All right, this is, again, all beautiful exercises for strengthening your back and keeping the spinal column in good alignment. Arms now alongside of your body once again. And this time we're going to lift right leg and lift the left leg at the same time. It's just very easy. Just follow my words. Lift now the left leg off your mat and simultaneously let your right arm just skim the floor, stretch it out in front of you, and then lift both your fingers and lift the leg, and then lower, exhale, and bring the arm around again. That's how it got the name, the swimmer. And lift your right leg, and just let your right arm drift straight out in front of you, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lower, exhale. Make it a nice smooth movement. It tones the seat, the back of the thighs, as well as your back. Again, right arm, left leg, and lift, and then exhale, lower. I need to tell you to inhale, don't I? Inhale, lift your right, and the opposite. Or, I'm sorry, I'm on my right leg, lifting my left arm, lift, and lift. Good, and then down, exhaling down. All right, now both arms, both legs, smoothly lift legs, lift arms, relax the shoulders, and contract your buttock muscle. Lift, and then bring the hands beneath your shoulders. Come onto your knees. Come onto the knees, and keep the knees where they are, and just stretch the lower back out, and reach with your hand in your mecha pose. Reach, and reach. Good, and reach, and then inhale, and then sit up. Here you're stretching out now the backs of the feet. Good. Inhale, now arch back. And then exhale, rounding the back. And then back into just sitting up comfortably. All right, class, lie down now in your sponge position. Here we are in Sarvasana, the sponge. The feet are well apart, arms alongside of your body. Pull your shoulders down from your ears. And let your head rock from side and center. And inhale as you go from one side, exhale to the other. And then line your nose, your chin, and breastbone, and exhale again, and tilt your pelvis, tightening the abdominal muscle, and then relax the lower back. Focus the attention. The first step of relaxation is to focus your attention to that body part. Go down, focusing on your legs, the feet, the calves, the knees, the thighs, and then suggest to your legs to relax. That's with your inner dialogue. Pause, feel the sensation of your legs relaxing. And then move up to your pelvis, all across your abdomen and your chest. Focus, suggest, feel the sensation of your torso relaxing deeply. And just let it melt into your mat. Just don't close the eyes and just feel your body relaxing. And then focus into your arms, into your fingers. Suggest, and then feel the arms relaxing. And move into your neck, the back of your neck, and then all into your face, your jaw, your cheeks, your mouth, and around your eyes and your forehead. And then just place your attention upon your breath. And as we finish our class, why don't you just relax a few more minutes, leaving something that's of heavy baggage on the floor, taking something with you into your day. Bless you all. See you very soon. Namaste.